What's up guys, CJ here, and welcome back to another all-new Blade Runner video. One of the most speculated about things in the Blade Runner universe is the Replicant's lifespans, as at the time of the original movie, even the Nexus 6, the most cutting-edge model, was limited to a total lifespan of no more than 4 years. This fact of the Blade Runner world has colored fan theories about Rachel too. I mean, as an experimental replicant, was she even considered a Nexus 6? I mean, even if she wasn't, would she still be limited to that 4-year lifespan like the other 6s? Given the hopeful tone of the film's ending, whether it's wishful thinking or not, personally, I like to imagine that she survived beyond the 4 years, even though it isn't possible thanks to the limits in the first movie's technology. But it looks like it might have been possible, as a major plot point for Blade Runner 2049 has just been revealed. Replicant lifespans are no longer limited to those 4 years. That information comes to us from Road to 2049, a website sponsored by Blade Runner and WB, which is essentially a timeline of the events between the original movie and this one. According to that timeline, in 2020, following the death of Eldon Tyrell, it looks like the Tyrell Corporation rushed into production a new model of replicant, the Nexus 8. They were still intended for the off-world colonies, but this model was not limited by the 4-year limit of its predecessors, instead having an open-ended lifespan. And according to the site, they also included ocular implants for easier identification, so potentially no more Voight-Kampff test either. The impacts of this would be massive on the world of Blade Runner. I mean, it essentially takes the replicant's greatest weakness and turns it into a great strength. I mean, they literally could live forever, or at least until they're shut down. But why would the Tyrell Corporation have rushed these models out? Well, there's a decent chance that they knew the corporation was going to fold soon after the death of Eldon, and this might have been a business move, a method to potentially keep the company afloat, even if just for a little while longer. The underlying question in the production of the Nexus 8s is, what were the Nexus 7s? And while we can't be sure, it seems the most logical answer would be Rachel herself. And if that's the case, an important follow-up question, to me at least, is did the extended lifespan start with her as well? We know she was essentially a prototype, an experimental model, meant to test out those implanted memories which were supposed to make the replicants easier to control, something that's actually mentioned more than once in the timeline as well. It stands to me at least that she could have been a test model for the increased lifespan as well, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm pretty sure it's going to be brought up in the movie. And speaking of the movie, already, given what we know, we are certainly going to find the world a very different place in 2049 than when we left it in 2019. The replicant lifespan is not the only thing that's changed. I mean, from the blackout to replicant prohibition and its repeal, the rise of Wallace Corp, and basically everything generally adding up to an even worse state of Earth by 2049. But we're planning on diving into all of those events and kind of breaking them down bit by bit over the next few weeks. To check out that timeline for yourself, be sure to head to roadto2049.bladerunnermovie.com. But that's going to do it for me here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.